Welcome back. I've got a review for a classic film, Night of the Hunter. Night of the Hunter, 1954, a great film with Robert Mitchum, directed by Charles Laughton, my favorite actor, in his only directorial effort. And what an effort it was. What a painstaking effort. It's a beautiful film, masterfully shot. Every moment of the film is intricately detailed by and carefully considered by Charles Laughton. It basically tells the story of Robert Mitchum as he's basically a serial killer is what he is. He's in prison. He's going to be released from prison, and he finds out through one of the inmates that he's shares a cell with that there's some money to be had from the family of his prison inmate friend, and then what he does is he goes out and seeks out women that have lost their husbands and they're living alone with their children, and he robs them and kills them. That's basically the story. Robert Mitchum, if you're not familiar with him, he's a fantastic and penetrating actor. He's just got a real screen presence to him. Cape Fear, if you've seen the original Cape Fear, he was in that. Robert Mitchum plays a really menacing guy. And what really makes it even more menacing is he's posing as a preacher. This evangelical, Bible-thumping preacher who basically will murder anyone. And he terrorizes, in this case, he's going to terrorize Shelley Winters. Of course, Shelley Winters was in a lot of great 50s and 60s films, and she was, in my era, she was in The Poseidon Adventure. She put on a lot of weight in the 70s and 80s. But what a great actress. She was a really beautiful lady. I mean, this is 1954. Shelley Winters, basically this guy ingratiates himself, Robert Mitchum ingratiates himself into Shelley Winters' life and the local townspeople. And he's basically, because he's a Bible-thumping preacher, they think he's beyond reproach. But he murders Shelley Winters, and then he terrorizes her children in a really menacing way. I mean, it's fantastic. Can't say enough good things about this film. I've watched it a number of times, and it's an 8 out of 10. This release from Arrow Academy is I think a must purchase for any film buff. There's the reversible artwork. And the reason I think it is a must purchase is because of the special. There's only one. Well, there's 3 special features. There's a trailer, and then there's a 12-minute interview with Cortez, who worked with Charles Laughton on the film, cameraman. But the creme de la creme special feature on this is a 2-hour and 40-minute behind-the-scenes look at the making of The Night of the Hunter. And it to me, it's cinema gold. We finally get to see, back then, I mean, these making ofs and behind the scenes type things, that wasn't really done. I mean, people didn't do that in the 30s and 40s and 50s. And certainly not a 2-hour and 40-minute epic. I mean, it's an epic behind the scenes filming. They filmed Charles Laughton as he was directing the film, directing the actors, setting up the scenes, and it's just a fascinating exploration into one of the greatest actors of all time. And from my perspective, his directorial effort and his only directorial effort is a masterpiece. And so that 2-hour and 40 minutes to me is cinema gold. Watching a master at his art. He has a great way with children. There's the children in this film. You get to see him handle the children, and then from a directorial perspective, you get to see how he set up a lot of the shots and the lighting, and there's a lot of use of shadows, very gothic in its look. And Charles Laughton had a great feel for that. And the way he directed Robert Mitchum and Shelley Winters is it's just fascinating to watch. I mean, and there was moments in this where he belittled Shelley Winters, and you could see him trying to extract that extra something out of these actors and actresses, particularly Shelley Winters. I mean, watching him go after Shelley Winters on some of these scenes was, to me, reminiscent of what happened between Kubrick and Shelley Duvall in The Shining. But of course, Shelley Winters didn't go completely apart, and after being directed by Charles Laughton, she went on to do great things, and he extracted some really great efforts from all these actors and actresses. It's a fantastic film. I highly recommend it. Thought I'd share it with you. If you haven't got this Arrow Academy release of Night of the Hunter, it's worth the price of admission alone for that 2 hour and 40-minute look behind the scenes with Charles Laughton. So I highly recommend it. And let me know what you think in the comments section below. But that will do it for The Night of the Hunter. Appreciate you watching.